Hi, I'm Mike. You may need to replace the rear suspension rod in your GE washer model if you notice that your tub isn't level, thus your washer is making a lot of noise while it's in operation. For this repair, you'll need a pair of channel locks, a 1/4-inch nut driver, a 5/16 nut driver, 2 putty knives, a flathead screwdriver, a hammer, and a pair of needle nose pliers. Before doing any repairs, completely disconnect your appliance from its power source. To begin a repair, we're going to loosen and remove the water inlet hoses from the water inlet valve of the washer. Next, we're going to remove the top control assembly. Using a 1/4-inch nut driver, we're just going to take out the screws from the back. Once all the screws have been removed, we're going to push up on the control assembly. We're just going to slide it out. So to make our repair easier, we're just going to unplug all the wires going to the main control board. And we're going to move the control assembly out of the way. Next, using 2 putty knives, we're going to clip into the front locks of the front panel. We're going to pop that out and remove it. Next, we're going to remove the 2 screws that hold the top of the washer in place of the washer cabinet. Once both those screws have been removed, we're just going to lift up on the front of the washer and slide it just a little bit out of position. Next, using a flathead screwdriver, we're going to push the lid switch through the top of the washer. We're just going to pull it out and slide it through. And after that, we're going to remove the top of the washer from the machine. Next, using a 1/4-inch nut driver, we're just going to remove those screws. So next, we're going to remove these white end caps. We're just going to slide those out with our hands. So next, we're just going to remove the back. We're just going to slide it to the side. Next, using a pair of needle nose pliers, we're going to remove the water level switch hose. We're just going to slide that hose through. And we're going to remove this back metal plate and just place it to the side as well. Next, using a 5/16 nut driver, we're going to remove the 4 dampening straps from the tub. The rear suspension rods are going to be located right here in the back of the washer. So what we're going to do is with our hammer, we're going to move our tub to the side. Using a hammer, we're just going to press on this rod support, and then we're also going to pull up on the tub. So once the rod is away from the tub, we're just going to lift up on the rod, and next we're going to pop the support out. We're going to remove the support. We're going to pull this rod through the washing machine. We're going to remove the old rod. Next, grab your new OEM replacement rear suspension rod. If you don't have one of these suspension rods already, you can buy one on one of our online stores. And to install our new rod, we're just going to put the rod inside of the cabinet and pull it out of this frame right here. Next, we're going to take the rod support. We're just going to clip it through. And we're just going to slide the rod down until it's held by that support. And next, using our hands, we're going to push the tub outward and also bring in the suspension rod to that tub. We're going to pull up on the tub, make sure the suspension rod fits in there. And once you see that it fits in there, we're going to let the tub go. So next we're going to reattach our dampening straps. So next we're going to replace this back assembly. So next we're going to connect our pressure switch hose to the pressure switch. Just going to place it on top just like this. We're going to open up the door. We're going to reattach the door switch. So once the door switch is in, next we're going to replace the foam on the inside of the back assembly. Next we're just going to slide the top of the washer into place. Next we're going to screw the top of the washer into the cabinet. Next we're going to replace the front panel of the washer. Next we're going to connect our control assembly. So once all the wires have been reconnected, next we're going to slide the display assembly into the washer. So next we're going to connect our water inlet hoses. And once you check to make sure that those hoses are nice and secure, your repair is complete. Finally, don't forget to plug in your appliance. Thanks for watching our video. Please like, comment, or share. And if you liked our video, please subscribe down below.